At the start of this war, Conservatives shared memes on social media saying that Putin, who understands the strategic and economic significance of real energy resources like gas and oil, was never going to invade Europe to seize its solar panels and windmills. The reason is simple. They are useless ways in which to power a modern economy. But what was a joke a year ago is now a serious policy to the deluded incompetence in London and Brussels. This should be a gift to Australian Energy Minister Chris Bowen. At a time when Europe is poised to go to war over energy resources, when energy prices around the world are skyrocketing, crippling economies and forcing families into energy poverty, Bowen could, if he wanted, hold a press conference today announcing a massive expansion in Australia of gas and coal extraction to make the nation immune to the energy inflation that less resource-rich nations are being forced to endure. But instead, he is pursuing the same insanity as Britain and Europe. Last December, he imposed a price cap on gas for the domestic market, saying that resource companies were taking advantage of inflated prices to gouge domestic customers. The gas industry was not impressed.
This argument really goes to say we believe we need profits as high as we can get during a war, during a global energy crisis for our industry to be viable. Nobody's going to believe that, Kieran, because it's not true. 96% of gas last year sold for under $12. The average price was $9.20 a gigajoule. And for anybody to argue that they need to be able to make more than $12 and double that is just ridiculous, and I don't think that argument's going to hold any water. And I'm surprised that Peter Dutton's bought that argument. It shows that he just doesn't understand the issues in the energy market. This is Australian gas under Australian soil, and Australians should pay a fair price for that, but they shouldn't be paying a wartime price leading to very high profits for a few companies.
Well, that price cap that was introduced in December was extended this week until 2025, which coincidentally is when the next federal election is due. The price cap is a disincentive for gas producers to expand production, which in the long term is what the nation desperately needs. As one executive told The Australian's Eric Johnston this week, quote, "Governments across the board, state and federal, have had a dysfunctional policy with respect to energy development in Australia, and that has led to the high domestic gas prices. The war in Ukraine is only a small fraction of the problem, yet that is the rationale that the government is using for the intervention."